With us right now, the Lieutenant Governor of the beautiful state of Virginia, Winsome Sears. Lieutenant Governor, I like what you were saying yesterday. You had enough of this, and some of the excuses you've heard from Fairfax County and the people behind that have to go. What reaction have you gotten?
Well, Neil, you know what? We are in the year 2023, but make no mistake about it, it's actually 1984 happening right before our eyes. We have a group of rogue educators. You've heard it's not just one school, nor 5 schools, nor 10, 17, count them, 17 schools who have made decisions that they are going to remake education in their own image, and they're using our children to do it. And so that's why parents are waking up. You talk about woke, they are awakening because COVID policies, not COVID, but COVID policies that force our children to remain home and look at a computer screen for public education showed parents all is not well. So we're going to do these things differently here in Virginia. Accountability is a must. We have pulled the curtain back and it ain't pretty. So things are going to change.
All right, now, we've gotten different explanations out of this, Lieutenant Governor, from Fairfax County officials and others who've been involved in this to say everything from it was a clerical mistake with no bad intentions. But the bottom line is that all of these students who heretofore had gotten were recognized as scholars and would have gotten money to ease the cost of going to college, many of them there now, never got it. So what's their out? Where do they go now?
Well, as I said, there has to be accountability. And don't snow us with this idiotic statement that, well, it wasn't intentional. Well, 1 is a mistake, maybe 5. But 17 schools? You think that we are fools? No. We have come to understand what's going on. As I said, they're remaking education in their own image. They're playing chess, and apparently we've been playing checkers, but no more. Because exactly my bill, HB 1508, is going to give the parents the ability to decide where their children should go to school. 2/3 of the money that would normally stay with the schools are going to stay with the schools. All the federal dollars, all the state dollars will go with the child. But this is for parents to say, you know what? I'm going to make the decisions for my child because I've always been able to do that, and we shouldn't have had to put a law in Virginia to say parents are responsible for the upbringing, for the health, for everything for their child. This is where we are, and the only thing that these rogue educators will understand is when the money is taken from them and given to the child, not the brick building, but the child, so that competition will change things. The teachers union is behind this. Make no mistake. You follow the money, and these rogue educators get their talking points from them. Well, parents, you're back in charge. You elected us to do this job for you, and we're going to do it because the future of your child is at stake.
You know, Lieutenant Governor, what we've come to discover is that many of these kids who missed out, certainly getting word of their scholar status, were Asian American, and a disproportionate number. And I'm wondering whether that was either deliberate or just the way it worked out, and whether in another area, those that made sure that they didn't get word of this have another case on their hands.
You know, you hear me sighing because I just can't believe that this is the state of education we have come to. We have played these color games in education before. In fact, it affected people who look like me. And that was called Brown versus Board of Ed and all of these other ones. And it was called redlining. And we're not playing that anymore. It doesn't work. And you can't, I think ultimately we have to ask ourselves what's really going on. At its foundation is we have a group of, and it's mostly Democrats, but they're ultra left, because make no mistake about it also, they're Democrats who are understanding that their child has been affected by this. They're raising their child to be the best that they can be, but you have some government folks who are saying, well, no. everybody must reach the same at the same point and nothing in life works like that. So there are Democrats who are coming alongside of us and saying, yeah, we want our children to succeed. We like what you're doing. And that's why they voted for us. They voted differently. And you're going to see more of that. We had a subcommittee in education looking at my bill, hearing my bill, and you had all the Democrats vote against parents making the choice on where to send their child to school. And you know who saw that? There were Black parents and Latino parents and Asian and white parents who are Democrats and who voted for them. These Democrats who voted against them, they saw that. Their eyes are being opened. And that's what we prayed for, and that's what we're getting. Eyes are being opened.
Well, keep us posted, Lieutenant Governor. You're very blunt in your answers, and you were blunt yesterday. And I think people, no matter where they stand on the political spectrum, since that's rare for a politician, they appreciate that. Winsome Sears, the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia.